Well, this week, Grand Junction police announced a warrant for Republican Mesa County clerk Tina Peters. She faces charges of obstruction. Police say that she tried to stop an officer from taking her iPad during an arrest. That happened in Grand Junction on Tuesday. She's suspected of using that tablet to improperly record a court hearing. And of course, this all comes as an investigation continues into her conduct during the last election cycle. All sorts of things to sort out in this case and the punishment that Peters may face. We've asked our 9 News legal analyst, Whitney Traylor, to join us. Whitney, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Gary. Good morning, everyone.
So this is not only a lawsuit that she's involved with, but before we get to her current situation, bring us up to date on the legal issues she's facing now.
Right. This was just one piece of it. There's a number of things that Tina Peters is dealing with right now. The Secretary of State actually last year had filed a lawsuit against her to prevent her from overseeing the November election, which she was successful. Tina Peters was not permitted to oversee the election. There's also a lawsuit for the same thing for this November election. In addition to that, there's also a grand jury that's currently looking at potential criminal charges against Tina Peters, and there's ethics violations. And all of this surrounds the elections last year. In May, she allowed a non-employee back into the voting systems, this is the allegations, ordered the cameras turned off, and allowed that person to image some of the election equipment, which was ultimately posted on some far right-wing websites along with some passwords. These are the allegations made by the Secretary of State and which are being investigated by the FBI and others.
And of course, she is a well-known conspiracy theorist when it comes to the last election, and I guess that's where all this stems from, right?
That's exactly right. And she's saying that the elections were not sound, but what's really perplexing to me is the fact that she's in Mesa County and she said, well, Mesa County is completely secure. And in those elections, obviously, Donald Trump won in that county as well as Lauren Boebert. So for her to say, well, we think there's some issues, but not here, then why would you need someone to come in and image the election equipment? So it doesn't all add up.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. So some of these cases are criminal, the others civil. What kind of punishment or penalties are we talking about if she's found guilty?
Well, in this case, what is being investigated, those criminal charges could be severe. She's looking at a number of different felonies. But what she was currently arrested for, and what everybody saw the video, was when there was an arrest warrant to come get her iPad. And in that process, she was resisting, or it appears that she was resisting, and that's what she was charged with, obstructing a peace officer, and that's a misdemeanor. She was charged, I think, paid $500 and is out on bond. But Gary, I want to point out that in that arrest, it's really interesting to watch that because you see her, it appears she's trying to kick them from behind, which is, one, utterly ridiculous, but two, I think it also kind of points out in this circumstance, the police were very cordial. There was no, tussle. And in that moment, this person who's, the clerk, who's, an older woman, has a lot of experience and presumably, control of her emotions, reacted in this instance to try and, kick them or get away, whatever it was, in a very kind of non-confrontational way. So I just think that kind of illuminates the dynamic in these arrest situations, even when it's a very calm situation as we see it was.
It is just a crazy case to follow. So, Whitney, thank you. As always, we appreciate you.
Sure thing. Good to be here.